nature of art has always been to never bow down to rules. I'm not one thing, I'm many things. I'm always moving, searching, and most importantly, finding for more meaning.
My name is Prithvi. I essentially identify as like a graphic designer and a music producer and everything in between. I start my day with my Lenovo Yoga 7i. It's designed on the Intel Evo platform. It supports AI-based background noise cancellation, making its sound quality just out of this world.
Movement is probably the greatest medicine because I'm able to be fully involved body, mind and soul.
Art's important to me because it's the only thing I've ever known. It's a mode of expression for me. It lets me get all my thoughts out there to people and it helps me gauge what people think about me too.
When I was a little girl, dance was something that came to me very naturally. Finally, on a Nile cruise, a trip to Egypt when I was 14 years old, when a belly dancer was dancing on the cruise and she picked me up to dance with her, that's probably when it really hit me that dancing is something that I would like to pursue in the long run.
I actually failed an art class in the 7th grade. My parents sent me to a teacher who actually made me realize my potential. Growing up, I loved learning about graphic design. I would watch videos and tutorials all the time. Then art school happened, and 7 months later, it unhappened. But by the time, I sort of had an idea of what I wanted to do, and just decided to go on my own.
My journey with dance began purely with belly dance in the professional space. Although I was somebody that was always studying dance, I would be spending 15 to 16 hours a day dabbling into everything from salsa to Bollywood to contemporary to hip hop. And that exploration has probably now brought me into a space where I integrate a lot of different dancings, both for the purpose of healing as well as for self-expression.
After you spend a lot of time doing this, you realize that people want you for you. And there is a high risk, high reward type situation. There's a lot of merit to being yourself.
I also feel like one can only create brave new art if they're constantly in this cycle of wanting to make growth and transformation.
We're basically collaborating on a project called Brave New Art, which is just a collaboration between me and Meher.
I'm very excited about collaborating with Prithvi. I've never worked with somebody who does both of these things, makes music as well as visual art.
And Meher is like a movement-based artist.
I'm pretty curious about what's going to happen.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how both of these things can kind of merge together. And I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do.
But something tells me it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hi, you must be Meher.
You must be Prithvi.
Nice to meet you. Shall we?
I'm so excited to finally get to meet you. I've never done something like this.
Yeah, I haven't either. It's way outside my comfort zone, so I'm also a little excited to see where it goes.
Maybe we can start probably planning some things and seeing what we can work on.
Yeah. How do you deal with a creative block?
I feel like inspiration's all around us. And so I feel like because inspiration's always there, and if we're open to that, and if we're in the present moment, then there's no room for creative blocks. And for me, what we're doing here, this collaborative process, is also the inspiration.
That's true.
Do you have any ideas about how you'd like the collaborative project to look like?
I've been dabbling a little bit in green screen, environment replacement and stuff like that, essentially. I can build an environment and have you perform on a green screen and basically blend you and the environment together.
That sounds super interesting. I'm not very sure how this is done, but sounds up your alley.
So I also have a concept around it.
Nice.
You know, when you create, you're usually in four walls. It's your art helps you kind of break those confinements. So I feel that can be a little interesting to explore.
I like that idea.
Yes.
You'd want the visual to support the dance.
Yeah.
And not kind of lose the dance in the magnanimity of the visual.
Yeah, and I want that to be the central
yeah,
focus
that makes sense. That makes sense.
So I just want to ask you what kind of music are you into?
Mostly, I think with belly dance, especially with the work that I'm doing, it's nice to have music that has interesting beats, things that are a little syncopated here and there.
Okay, that's interesting. I think that's a good place to start from.
So, Prithvi, do you know anything about dancing?
No, I have zero. That's where you need to help me out.
Hopefully, this project teaches me a little bit about what you do and teaches you a little bit about what I do.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm just a little confused as to how you're planning to merge belly dancing with an ambient track if they're going that route.
Belly dancing is visually super sharp and crisp, and I could always kind of adapt belly dance for the music. Bring in a few elements from other styles and showcase those glimpses of other styles.
Okay, so I have some tracks that I've been working on. I think it's a good starting point. So we can go get some coffee and listen to them.
I love that idea. Let's get started.
So this is one of the tracks that I was working on. Yeah. You don't like it?
It's interesting. It has a cool vibe, but I don't know if it's fully for me yet.
Yeah. No, I get that. That's okay. Do you want something like a little more ambient?
Ambient and maybe something that has a little bit more variety, maybe
Yeah.
more ups and downs.
Got you. I think I have something.
Ooh, I like the beginning.
Yeah.
And it has a flow.
Yes, it has it.
Ooh, I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one.
Then builds up into like this thing and then it like opens up.
Oh, cool! I like it. This one's awesome.
Yeah.
It has such a cool vibe and it has like these phases. Really nice.
Yeah. So that's the track. So I have some background visuals that I made. You can check them out and see how you feel.
Cool. Let's do it. Yeah.
So that's the front.
Oh, wow, that's super cool. I love the composition. There's so many things happening.
So that's the morning shot. There's another like alternate shot, which is the night shot. You will keep altering between the front, like the day shot and the night shot. So it'll go from
really
this to
cool.
this to this to this. Which is
That's definitely the kind of space I'd like to jam in. Now that I'm looking at the ambience, it's giving me some cool ideas as to how to choreograph it. So I'm ready to do this.
Cool. You want to move to the green screen?
Let's do it.
So I'm very excited to kind of take what we just shot, put it all together, render it out, and show you what the final output is.
I think we're making brave new art, and I think that it's going to go down well. I have a good feeling.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, because I enjoyed the process.